A few weeks ago I did a video on how to play Ain't Nobody by Chaka Khan, and one of the comments I got was a nice compliment and a request to learn a song called Through the Flames. Sorry, I'm thinking of thinking of Dragon Force. Through the Fire, also by Chaka Khan. So I thought, I don't know that song, I've never heard it before, so I checked it out on YouTube. Absolutely beautiful song. And I thought, oh, this is actually an opportunity. If this was a request for a first dance, I'd have to go and learn this song. So I thought I'd take you on a journey to show you how I learn a song for example, for a first dance, or for any song that I've got to learn for a gig. So stick around, come and join me on this journey, and let's learn how to learn a song by ear. So some songs are obviously harder to learn than others. This one is one of those songs which has a lot of influences from jazz and gospel. So some of the chords are going to be quite, well, as Steve Lukather calls them, adult chords. So a song like this does require a slightly larger chord vocabulary than Mustang Sally, for example, which is no knock on Mustang Sally, but this song is a little bit more sophisticated than some other songs. And I thought it would be a nice challenge as well to try and see if my ears have still got it. Some of the chord progressions that I've heard in this song, when I did listen to it, they do sound familiar, and that is going to be a key element in you learning a song. The more songs you learn, the easier it'll be to learn other songs. Once you hear them, and once you learn them once, or maybe learn them a couple of times, your ear will be able to recognise them when they hear them again in another song. For example, 2-5-1s, which is all over the place in this song. So a tip in terms of learning songs is to have a good basis in your chords. So it does help to learn some jazz, or learn how to play some of the jazz chords. Also learn the different positions that you can play the chords. If that's something you'd be interested in learning how to do, let me know in the comments below, and I'm sure I can make that happen for you. So for this song, I'm not really looking at the guitar part as such, I'm just learning the chords, so essentially looking at the keyboard parts in this song. So I thought it'd be a good one to do because it's a bit more challenging than like the normal 1-4-5 type songs, and hopefully you know what 1-4-5 means. If you don't, look up the Nashville number system, and that's really useful because it doesn't rely on what key you're in. It's not dependent on what key you're in. It can be in any key. Let me just interject myself quickly to just ask, if you find any value in this video, please consider liking it. And also, I would love it if you would consider subscribing as well. I'm still trying to reach my 1,000 subscribers and my 4,000 watch hours. So subscriptions and watching the video all the way through will be very helpful. Also, I'm not sure if there's going to be any copyright issues with this because I'll be playing the song in bits and pieces while I'm learning it to show you what I'm doing. And obviously you guys need to hear the song in order to know what I'm going on about, unless you know the song really well. So I'm not sure what's going to happen in terms of copyright, so I might have to re-edit this video. So if it seems a bit weird, maybe you can't hear the song, maybe I'll have to cut the song out completely, then I can only apologise, but that's YouTube copyright for you. So, but hopefully that won't happen, and hopefully it will all be in its full glory in this video. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into it. So in that pre-chorus bit, it's that second chord I'm not sure about. I know the bass note goes to this F sharp chord, but I'm not sure what kind of chord it is. It might just be a straight major. Seven. So far we got this. The verse. Let's get it right. So I'm allowed to make mistakes because I'm only just learning it, so you can't have a go at me. The practice is where it gets better, which is what you do once you learn it. pre-chorus. I think it is an F sharp 7, a dominant 7 chord there. Actually, I'm not so sure now. This dominant 7 seems to work, but let's try just the normal major. And I'm comparing it with the song. I'm listening to it and playing on top of it and just trying to hear if it works. And you can have different variations of the chord. So it could be just a F sharp major, it could be an F sharp dominant 7. I was just trying an F sharp 11 earlier on, which I'm not sure if does that work. Yeah, that kind of works as well. So it could be that. Quite like the 11. So it's important to know where your different variations of the chords are. Here's another F sharp 11. Here's one that I just used a second ago. So it's important to know your chord vocabulary. And then this chord here, this is a E flat 11, another 11 chord shape. And if you know a bit of theory, which also helps, you know that 5 chord leads back to the 1. So that's why we changed key and kind of back into the A flat key again. Repeat. And this chord here, this is the 5 of A flat. So the 5 chord of A flat likes to go back to the 1, which is A flat. All right, let's carry on. So it changes. No, not yet. Here we go. 5 chord. Right, so it's not actually going back to the 1, so it's a different type of cadence there. The chords in this song are so good. Right, let's go back to that beginning of that chorus. Let's go back to this note here. So I'm listening for the bass notes. So it goes to an F. You can tell this is written on a keyboard because it's in an A flat, in the key of A flat, which guitarists generally don't like. So way to get around that is play a lot of gospel music, a lot of this kind of music, and you'll just get used to it. So the F sharp, the F minor chord, I kind of seem to like playing it up here. And there's the G there, the G bass note, and I kind of, when you do this enough, you kind of you kind of know the structure of where the chords are. So I could hear that it was that chord. It was a E flat chord with a G in the bass. So it's F sharp minor, B flat minor 7. Sorry, F sharp minor 7. I keep saying F sharp, B flat minor 7. This E flat / G. Right, okay, so what's happening there? So chorus is stays on this chord for a bit. Okay, the next bit, this is interesting. I haven't worked it out yet, but I know what it is. So the reason I know what that is because firstly what it is a 2-5-1 in F. And then it's back to the F. F minor in this case. I recognise that sound. You'll hear it all over the place, especially in this kind of music. So 2-5-1s are basically the answer to every question you have in jazz music. So it's not a jazz song, but it's using some jazz harmony. And when I was at university, before I actually did a music degree, I did some music modules in my first degree. And we had a teacher called Kevin Flanagan, this amazing teacher, amazing saxophonist, really interesting American guy, lovely guy. And he gave the class one of the most important, most true bits of information that I've ever been given, which was, when it comes to jazz music, if you're ever posed with a question, the answer is most likely going to be 2-5-1. Okay, so if you need to know what 2-5-1s are, then go and learn about 2-5-1s, but that has basically been true in my experience. So in this case, 2-5-1 in the key of F here. All right, let's rewind that. Let's carry on. Right, when it goes back to this A flat chord, I think it's just a straight major chord as opposed to a major 7. Yeah, and then the C sharp or the D flat, major 7. Could be a... In fact, let's check out this 5 chord. Hold on. There's a little push there as well. Same as the intro. So it's this slash chord here. So you've got a C chord there. So this chord is an A flat with a C in the bass to the D flat. So it's just this next chord I want to try and figure out if it's altered or not. Yeah. So it's got this note here. It's got the flat 9. So we've got a C7 flat 9 chord. So it's a F. I keep getting that wrong. F minor 7, B flat minor 7, E flat slash G to an A flat. With that quick A flat slash C, D flat major 7, G minor 7 is our 2, and then we get to the C7 flat 9. I think it goes back to the F minor here, so I'll play that in time. Right, let's go back to the F minor. Alright, so it's the same chords, sort of. There's some things going on there. It's kind of become a bit gospel-y there. So it doesn't come in on the downbeat. So I've got to figure out that next chord. So this is the second time around the chorus. I think it's just a straight E flat. And then back to the B flat minor 7 again. Nice. That was really good. So, the first time round we ended with a 2-5-1, and then back to into the second half of the chorus, the F minor, which I played up here. This ending, the second time round ending, it's got the 2-5. It's got the 2-5 again, but this time it goes up to the D flat major. So we're kind of heading back to the one of the original key of the A flat. So they've kind of changed direction here. So I'll play it for you. (2-5-1) or the 2-5, and we go to this D flat major 7 chord. E flat 11 back to A flat. Oh, so good. then verse again. Right, so that's the classic one. So we're on this F minor 7 chord. We're going to a E flat minor 7, but we're just passing through the E, so we're on the way to the E flat. So we are thinking about now, because what will usually happen is a lot of songs are very formulaic in terms of the structure. They're very similar. Verse, pre-chorus, chorus, second verse, pre-chorus, chorus, some kind of mid-8 or bridge, and into another chorus, maybe another verse. So there's something very common. So we've just done the intro, the verse, pre-chorus, and the chorus. We've also done the second verse. I think we're into the second verse now. So we're going to see if things change or not. So there's been a couple of changes that we saw in the second verse. Let's keep going. And I can see from the screen here we're just under halfway through. Oh, the chords in this song are so good.